Hello, Tanya. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to do a little presentation on something that you and I have discussed for a very long time, but just recently started making it a little bit more of a serious conversation. And that discussion is about us opening a bar together. It's Opening a bar has a lot of different entities to it. It's very, very difficult, very huge project. So I just kind of narrowed it down to one portion of the project, and that's the entertainment options of opening a bar. There are many different entertainment options: pool tables, dartboards, live entertainment, karaoke, Guitar Hero, that's one that we love, DJ, and internet jukebox. I put a survey on Facebook, and out of 25 people that responded to the survey, we discovered that 10 out of 25 people looked for a pool table every time they walked into a bar. The second choice here was internet jukebox, which was obviously another important feature in a bar. Live music, DJ wasn't so huge the first round. Second choice was a pretty big one for a DJ. Karaoke, not so much, and dartboard was higher on the second choice level. I did add an extra question to that survey, and the question was, what would you think about Guitar Hero in the bar and coming and playing that as an evening affair with karaoke? And everybody who did the survey responded would they'd love it. And they've never heard of it, which is a good thing. First thing is pool table. Based on the survey, that was the most popular. It's much cheaper if you contract with a local contractor. You and I both know Chuck Beth. He's a good friend of ours, and we all know about Racine Amusement. He's the local distributor and contractor for all the amusement services in Racine. And with speaking with him, the profits are pretty big when it comes to a pool table. The way he develops the entire contract is that he comes to the bar and he discusses with you. He looks around, sees what the environment, what the potential for money is, and usually he's based on a 50-50% profit. So whatever we make, he takes 50, we get 50. This is a really great and smart option because the best part is that when we make this contract, Chuck buys the material, he pays for it, he maintains it 24/7. We have nothing to do with that entity. 3 o'clock in the morning, we have an issue, somebody comes and fixes it. We don't pay for that. He covers that. Based on the contract, that he gets 50% of our cut. So it's a great deal. Another option is dartboard. It's not the most popular, but you and I both know when we go into a bar, there's always some people in there playing the dartboard. So obviously somebody likes it out there. So I think it's a big, it's a smart thing to keep the consumer happy. It's once again cheaper to contract with a local distributor. Racine Amusement would be an option. You don't make a ton of money off of it. I think on average from my research we got most bars are making $75 every 2 weeks. So that's above. That's what you take home. We don't pay for anything. So that's just money in our pocket. And the more we push it, the better it'll be. And as you can see on the PowerPoint here, they have a lot of different options. So there's a lot of things you can do with a dartboard. I even seen fantasy football on some of the dartboards, and that's something that's new. Live music is another big crowd draw. Depending on who you get, I found that as long as it's a group or a band that's local, that has a following locally, if they have a huge following, they draw a huge crowd. The way you work it out is, I spoke with Terry Caprillan, a good friend of yours and mine. Terry just discussed with me and how he went about of getting bands and how him and his band, make the whole contract and the deal. And the deal usually is they split the door profit 50-50. So whatever you're charging people to come in to see that band, you're getting half, they get the half. Minus if you have to get a sound or light guy, that's another cost that would come out of the door. So whatever's after that, then you split that profit. So it could be potentially, a good money-making situation if you make sure you have a given day that you're going to do that. Another option is a DJ. I found with DJs, we know a lot of them are seen to go locally, and word of mouth is the best way to do it because everybody already knows who they are, so they draw their own crowds. Regular night would be the best. The way that a DJ usually, you know, based on their fees, is say you charge $5 at the door, they take 20% of the profit of the door. So if you get 100 people in one night, you could be potentially a pretty nice profit because they're only taking 20%. Some DJs do decide to do a straight fee, which could be anywhere from $100 to $200. But like I said, if you advertise it right and you draw the crowd in, potentially it could be a pretty huge profit. Not to mention if you accompany it with drink specials and so on and so forth, that's a profitable night. Karaoke and Guitar Hero night. This was my favorite one because you and I are, Guitar Hero queens.
Mm-hmm.
This is part of the reason why we even wanted to open a bar, honestly. But karaoke, same deal as a DJ, kind of. They do it by a straight fee, but you want to pick a karaoke, DJ based on word of mouth or what we've experienced. There's a few of them that we know that we enjoy, that we know that we would want to hire on. Speaking with Stephanie Villarreal is one of them, $175 flat fee. And I actually discussed with her, what would you do if we wanted to add a Guitar Hero situation to it? She said, that's fine with me. No extra fees. We would just supply the Xbox 360 and the supplies that go with it, the controllers and stuff. If you go and get them used, it's really a really small fee. I think the turnover would be great because everybody I've talked to would love to go to a Guitar Hero night. Not to mention, you and I would have a good night. Internet jukebox is another huge thing that people want in the bar. Except for the profits they vary, and let me tell you why. They vary because 20% of every dollar plus the 5.1% sales tax is paid out by the server to pay for royalties to the music. So, if there's 50 cents per song, it's 50 cents per song credit. Each song usually is one credit unless it's downloaded, then it's an extra credit to do that. The more you spend at one time, the more songs you get for your money, but it could, it's not as much profit as you would think it would be because you're paying so much out. That's basically 25 cents for every dollar that you make. You're paying out for royalties. But from what my research told me, averages of profit are about $50 every 2 weeks. Now, if we push it, like we've seen a lot of bars do, hey, who wants to chip in money for the jukebox? If you keep pushing that, the more money you're going to make. In conclusion, Tanya, we both have a ton of experience and a ton of knowledge with this. We already have some experience. All we need to do is put one foot forward and start our business. So what do you think?
Sounds great.
So, Tanya, do you have any questions regarding what I presented with you today?
No, Cheryl, I think you pretty much hit everything on the head. You did a great job. Yes,
was it
you
good?
Did. It was fantastic.
Good stuff?
Good stuff.
All right. Want to open a bar now?
Absolutely.
Sweet. Let's start.
All right.
Turn it off.